Get rid of the parasites in your life. And I'm not talking about the thing that sucks to you, or I'm talking about people parasites, whether they be friends, family, possibly coworkers, people that leave you feeling drained, that after you've spoken with them or hung out with them, you feel worse than when you started hanging out with them. Those are parasites. And I know there's some in our lives we cannot get rid of. Sometimes a family member can be rather draining, but I feel if you're acknowledging these, maybe there's certain things you can do when you're around them to just not keep feeding fuel to their fire. I used to have a friend, somebody I just now know. I would never, be rude to anyone, but ironically, after these last 30 years, she has not changed at all. She is one of the most negative, poor pity me people I know. I have not seen, heard, or talked to her in I can't count how many years. And let me tell you, life is so much better like that without having these parasites in my life. So what I would notice is when I first met her, and let me know if you have anyone like this, is when I first met her, I was like, what a nice lady. Because she would say and do somewhat helpful things and, just put her best foot forward. But then I would also notice I always felt a little sad or drained after being around her. And I think I met her in my 20s, so it's been a while. And I would always be like, oh, poor, let me call her Jane. Poor Jane. I feel so sorry for her. This and this and that is happening. And man, I just feel so sorry. What can I do to help? And, every time after a while, I noticed Jane always had an issue. She rarely, the more she got to know me better, she really started letting her true self out, and she rarely had anything good to say. Even something coming up, like say she was applying for a new job, she would be negative about the new job. Like, the people I heard are horrible there. How, what? Or I'm probably not going to like it, or it's just crazy stuff. Instead of going in like with a positive mindset, looking for the good. She would never look for the good. She would almost get, I feel, and she must to this day, feel it's an entitlement to be, all these horrible things happening to her, or that, somehow it makes her feel good when people are like, I'm so sorry. What can I do to help? Blah, blah, blah. It's just, and I know Jane's not the only one out there. There's other people that are always, I feel, looking for the bad. I like to look for the good. And let me tell you something as of recent. As of recent, I was telling a friend on the phone. It's more actually like a family member. So it's somebody I will continue to keep in my life because I do dearly love them. But I was telling them about a situation going on, a commitment I had made. And I swear to you, they were poking holes in literally everything I was saying. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, holy wow. Okay. The situation I had agreed to is not the most ideal. It was my bad. I should have researched it more. But at the end of the day, I look for, there's more good in this situation than bad. And I'm a huge believer that everything happens for a reason. So I figure this situation is happening for a reason. But this person I was talking to on the phone, I had to quickly quit telling them about the situation and just smile and say, I understand. Because I understand they're not in the best place sometimes. And I just kind of wrapped the call up because I could feel my energy just draining. And I'm in a situation like, what am I going to do? Just cancel it? No, I am looking for the good in the situation. I'm looking for the positive. And as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's why this is happening, because X is going to lead to Y. It's really positive because I'm choosing to look for the good. Where the person on the phone, if I would have kept, that conversation, allowing them to get into my head, I would be just miserable, or even worse, maybe canceled it, and just that would have made me feel really, really bad because I would have ruined it for someone else. So I still, to this day, am constantly struggling. I'm not struggling, but always looking for ways when people do come into me like that. I look at it, it just makes me stronger. I learn each and every time how to deal with it even more. And even after I got off the call, I kept replaying the conversation in my head, and I'm like, you need to stop. You're okay. I was just blown away, like, I can't believe they kept saying that. How negative. Well, I can't keep doing that because now I'm just reliving the negativity. And I truly believe what you put out, you get back. And I love good coming my way. So a parasite can be someone that keeps, like I said, zapping your energy. They can be very selfish people as well. And this is all my opinion, but I believe when you have somebody in your life that's very selfish, meaning they only call you when they need something, never to see if they can help you out or check up on you or just see how you're doing. They're also selfish if they don't come and support anything you're doing that you ask them to, but they always want you to support them. Of course, that is, I think, a big definition of someone being selfish. Now, if it's not a family member and it's a so-called friend or coworker, and you'll find out times that they do want to be around you, be careful. Or they want to connect with you on social media. Be careful, because they might be trying to access you, to impersonate you, to study you, to figure out ways to cut you down, to make you feel bad, because in some sick way, it makes them feel better. Get that parasite out of your life. You have 100% permission to unfriend them, because they're not your friend anyways on social media. And just don't be mean or negative, because you'll just lower yourself to their standards, but just maybe don't tell them what you're doing, or just try to avoid them, and just don't give them the access to you. Remember, a friend would never use your weaknesses or secrets against you. Use your gut intuition. It's a feeling you get when you speak with someone, or you start talking to them, or you think about their name if you already know them. What is your intuition telling you? Does it feel good? Like, oh my gosh, I love being around that person. Or does it feel yucky and bad? If you stop and you feel it, go with your gut intuition. I think it's essential to remove these toxic parasites from you to support your mental and emotional well-being. You need to get them out of your life. And these people can be people that will take advantage of you and your kindness. Get them out of your life so you can start focusing on your personal growth, your well-being, your personal happiness and success. If you really, really want to aspire to be better, give them something really to talk about. Become a rock star. Become amazing. Success is the best revenge, right? And you're not doing anything wrong. You're not being anything negative to them. But hey, if it eats them up inside because you're becoming even more of an amazing person, then so be it. Please, always value yourself over toxic relationships. Thanks for watching. Till next time.